Thanks for joining us for our extended coverage today of winter weather.
I'm Deborah Daniel. We have team coverage and all the information you need to know as we prepare for another round of snow and ice.
All right, we're going to start with Chief Meteorologist Spencer Denton. And Spencer, this, happened last night into this morning, caused a lot of problems, something people are concerned about, and now we've got another round coming our way.
Yeah, we'd like to take a look back, but we have to look forward because we have another round coming tomorrow, and it could potentially be even worse than what we saw this morning. So let's get straight to it and show you what we're seeing out there right now. I want to show you the live view on Storm Force 31 Viper, and last night about 10:30, I started seeing the trend northward with the precipitation in the form of snow across northern Mississippi. It was actually at the end of the 10:30 newscast, and tonight I think we'll see the same thing where this precipitation will continue to trend northward, and you can already see a mix of rain, sleet, and snow is falling across southern Arkansas and portions of central Mississippi. Some of it may not be reaching the ground, but I think most of it is because the air is already saturated much more than it was yesterday. I think that the dew points are not as low. So here's what the situation is right now. We have a winter storm warning in effect from 6 a.m. on Wednesday through 6 a.m. on Thursday. Now, I think most of this will come to an end late Wednesday night, but the pink area shaded there means that we'll have significant snowfall. This is from the National Weather Service in Huntsville, and we could have some major travel issues once again. Here's my snow forecast. This is the latest update that I could come up with based on all the data that we're looking at. We're talking about areas west of I-65, 1 to 3 inches. Now, does that mean you will see exactly 1 to 3? No. There will be some pockets that see a dusting. There could be some pockets that see heavier amounts. So don't take that whole thing as a widespread 1 to 3. There will be varying amounts, but the trend here is, and that's what you need to look at, is that we will see the heaviest amounts over northeast Alabama. It could be 3 inches, it could be 6 or 7 inches, and we'll have a better idea as this system continues to develop. But in the meantime, Huntsville, Athens, Decatur, we have a shot of at least 2 inches, maybe 4 inches, and all this will start later tonight. We'll talk more about the forecast. This evening looks good. The roads have dried out some this afternoon. Travel kind of resumed late this afternoon with everything kind of melting off, but anything that's left over could refreeze, so we have to watch that as well.
That's the danger that we're posed with tonight.
And I think it's interesting to point out, Spencer, that you're saying the numbers can change, because that's what you were saying last night. Things change in a matter of a half an hour, so people just need to stay focused and continue to watch.
That's right, because we'll probably have updates and adjust those numbers some late tonight and early in the morning as the system develops. So stay tuned.
All right,
Spencer,
of course, we'll check back in. Many school systems plan to operate on the delay today, but this morning they were forced to change those plans and close for the whole day. We find WAAY 31's Holly Thrasher in Huntsville with more on what parents need to know. Holly, is school on tomorrow?
You know, tomorrow school systems around North Alabama say they're not taking any chances. They're closing their doors. Now, yesterday, school officials announced a delayed start time in anticipation of winter weather. But when we woke up to a bit more than originally anticipated, school systems around the valley closed, and tomorrow they're doing the same. Madison County schools are closed, as well as Madison and Huntsville City. Marshall County closed, along with Albertville, Boaz, Arab, and Guntersville. Over in Limestone County, they're closed too, but we have no word yet on the city of Athens schools. Morgan County is closed along with Decatur, and over in Colbert County, they're closed along with Muscle Shoals, Tuscumbia, and Sheffield. And in Lauderdale County, well, they're closed too, and so is Florence. A few private school closings to tell you about: Cornerstone Christian, Decatur Heritage Christian, and St. Bernard Prep. All of those private schools closed as well. And for a complete list of all of the school and business closings around the valley for tomorrow, head over to our website, WAAYTV.com. You can also stay up to date on all weather-related closings on our Facebook page and our Twitter page. In Huntsville, Holly Thrasher, WAAY 31 First News.
Thank you, Holly. Well, a major accident shut down traffic on Interstate 65 in Coleman County. Governor Robert Bentley called in National Guard wreckers to help clear that scene. An 18-wheeler jackknifed, blocking northbound traffic, causing backups and chaos. Bentley says he organized the wreckers early because of the lessons learned last month. The Alabama Department of Transportation mobilized contracting crews to help clear roads across much of North Alabama.
Once the immediate danger on the road started to melt, drivers headed out. Our web producer, Patrick R.A., actually shot some video with his GoPro on his way to work from Fayetteville, Tennessee to the WAAY studios in Huntsville. You can see the conditions kind of deteriorated the further south Patrick got. He saw several drivers avoid collisions on those icy roads. So kind of a neat look at the transportation as he went down, and you can see icy patches on the side of the roads. But great work. Thanks for shooting that, Patrick.
And here is another look at some of the preparations across the valley. As you can see in Marshall County, several counties are dealing with emergency management at this hour. Roads are slick in Marshall County, expected to refreeze tonight. As Spencer mentioned, no travel tomorrow unless absolutely necessary. That's from Marshall County. And in Jackson County, rescue squads are on standby overnight just in case somebody gets out there and gets stuck. Drivers should stay off the roads unless absolutely necessary.
All right, so definitely things that people need to be watching out for. We just, the bottom line is we want everyone to be safe.
Yeah. There's no point in going. I mean, so many businesses are closed. Redstone Arsenal is closed tomorrow. All the schools are closed. Most of the schools are closed tomorrow. And go to our website because they continue to come in. Every few minutes, somebody's calling the newsroom or sending us an email saying that the schools are closed. But when you have a big military base shutting down, that means it's going to be serious. And you just want to stay off the roads. There's no need to go out. I know probably people are going to Publix and to go to the stores to get what they need. But other than that, just stay home because why even risk it?
Obviously, Redstone Arsenal, they're not going to make that decision for no reason. So if they're making this call, you know that it's probably something very serious. They've been watching the weather as well. So this is something, you know, we just want everyone to be very safe, and there's no reason to be out on the roads unless you just have to. Obviously, emergencies if something happens, but then maybe call 911 and get an ambulance to come to you.
Yeah, and as Spencer mentioned, between possibly 1 to 6 inches in North Alabama, depending on where you are. Well, the weather, as we've been talking about, is impacting a lot of things around the valley, including local sports action. Some games have been postponed, as well as that visit from Nick Saban. I know so many people were very excited to see Nick Saban, but it sounds like you're going to have to wait just a little bit longer. So we're going to check in with Ryan Marshall, who is outside at the Weather Garden. Hey, Ryan.
Hi, Meredith. With all of the snow falling around the Tennessee Valley and more surely to come, we knew that there would be some sporting event cancellations. One in particular, Alabama football head coach Nick Saban was expected to make his first ever appearance at Marshall County. Well, fans will have to wait for another day. The night with Nick Saban was scheduled at the Snead State Bevel Center. Scheduled for Wednesday night. That event has been postponed. Marshall County Convention and Visitors Bureau President Katie Norton confirmed the news early this morning. There has not been a makeup event for that date. However, the Marshall County CVB says alternate dates are being considered and will be released as soon as possible, and tickets will be honored for the rescheduled date. For more info on this, visit our website, WAAYTV.com. There are some other sporting events that are canceled as well. Today's UAH baseball doubleheader against Lemoyne-Owen has been canceled. The games were originally scheduled to start at 1 p.m. out at Charger Park. No makeup date has been announced. The UAH softball doubleheaders against Tuskegee have also been canceled. However, those games are scheduled to be made up on Thursday at noon. And of course, weather permitting, Madison City schools are closed tomorrow, and because of that, the Bob Jones College signing day ceremony that was supposed to happen tomorrow morning will be postponed. Juliana Coburn was signing to West Alabama girls soccer. Hannah Snoddy was signing to play girls soccer at Birmingham Southern College. Vanessa Cardwell was signing to run track at UAH. The Bob Jones athletic director says he's shooting to have the signing day next Tuesday, all beginning at 10:45. And there were a couple of big high school athletic events coming up. The high school wrestling event coming up at the VBC on Thursday from Saturday, and then also the boys and girls basketball sub-regionals. We don't know what's going to happen with that. We had a chance to talk with the AHSAA, and according to them, Executive Director Steve Savarese is meeting with the Huntsville Sports Commission right now on whether those events will go on. Of course, we will let you know as that information is made available to us, but as of now, all systems are go. We'll send it right back to you in the warm WAAY TV studios.
Yeah, that's a positive for us.
That is
Thank
a
you, Ryan.
positive. He looks pretty chilly out there.
He's going to come back in hopefully real quick.
I'm sure he will. And we're going to be right back. We're going to have another look at your forecast. Stay with us.